Hey guys, welcome back to Biscuits Total War. Now today I've got something a bit new for the channel. I'm actually going to be off on holiday this week, so what I thought I'd do, I'll upload a video that I haven't done before, and that is going to be a historic video, but this is going to be an online historic video, so you'll be able to watch the intro video, and then you'll be able to see exactly how myself and the other guys online actually complete the challenge. So guys, let me know what you think. If you like the idea of these historic videos, leave a little thumbs up, leave a little comment, and I'll bring you some more in the near future. So the battle we're going to do today is the Battle of Carrhae. So hold tight, I'll get the video started as we go in.
Carrhae, 55 BC. The army of Marcus Licinius Crassus marches deep into Parthia. Crassus is in the east, looking for glory and riches. He needs both in the struggle for ultimate power back in Rome. For weeks he has marched after the Parthian army. They are drawing him deep into their own lands. Now the Romans think that the Parthians won't fight, and the Roman cavalry are too far ahead of the main column. They've ridden straight into a Parthian trap. Heavy cataphracts close in. Easily massacre the outnumbered Roman cavalry. Now the Parthian horse archers are free to harass the Roman infantry. Crassus orders his legions to form the testudo as protection against arrow fire. This leaves them vulnerable in hand-to-hand combat. And the cataphracts are on their way. Only the few remaining Roman cavalry will have any chance of routing the Parthian horse archers.
Okay, so this battle is a 2 versus 2. So unlike the intro video only mentions the Parthians who were attacking here and the Brutii, but because it's 2 versus 2, there's also 2 extra factions get added into this historic battle, and that is the Scipii, who you can see here, and the Scipii pretty much consist of some half-decent infantry, some half-decent cavalry, and a general. And now the main striking force really is going to be this Parthian horde. All of these cataphracts, this is what's going to clock in the kills, and if we can use the cataphracts well, we should be able to do this quite easily. Also we've got the horse archers, and these horse archers are going to be an absolute pain against these Romans. And now the faction who I'm going to be controlling are the Armenians. Now these Armenians, I've got to say, are pretty shite. We've got some archers, but none of my guys have any upgrades at all. Effectively, I reckon we're just basically a little extra mercenary army here. What I do have though is an elephant unit, but again there's no upgrades on that, so I'm not too bothered about them. Some horse archers and some Arab cav. So what I need to try and do is assist my ally, who's going to be the Parthians, to take on the Germans, sorry, even the Romans. Now if you've never done this historic video before, the way to complete this is to get your Romans and run them up this hill here and basically hill camp. What we need to try and do is attack them before they can run up this hill, before they can get in defensive formation, because once they get up on the hill, these guys are pretty much maxed out on their stats. It's going to be really hard for my infantry to attack them uphill, and even harder for these cataphracts. So let's kickstart this and see exactly what happens. So I'm going to run my guys in here. I'm going to play as aggressively as I possibly can. He says anyway. Just wait for my archers to get moving. You can see exactly the Romans know what they're doing. They're going to run all of their guys up this hill here. The Brutii player is doing a bit slower. Maybe he's just trying to get his grasp exactly what's going on. The Parthians really should be charging forward as fast as they can. They're going pretty slow at this stage. Let's turn this music down just a tad so I can hear myself think. So yeah, these Parthians, Carrhae should be charging as quick as they can. But look now, the Brutii, everyone's now running as quickly as they possibly can. I'm charging in my guys. And what I want to try and do is shoot the backs of these infantry units before they can get on top of this mountain. And I've got these archers here, they're shooting the backs of these units here, harassing them. And what the Brutii should do now is use that cavalry unit to chase down this horse archer unit to push them back. Because what will happen is this unit will be on skirmish mode and they'll run away, and that just buy them extra time to get their infantry units up on top of this hill. And again, my guys are coming in. My elephants, we should be running in as fast as we possibly can, because I'm not asked if these elephants start to run amok. All I want to try and do is charge them in here and try and cause a bit of a devastation. Now, charging my Arab cav. My Arab cav won't really win this battle, but what I can hopefully do is just snag these units down for a bit longer. Whilst they're snagged, then I can come to my elephants hopefully and cause a bit of panic here. Now, I was banking that my allies would be able to charge in here, their Carrhae, but it's been slightly delayed there. My elephants now going in there. We should be able to beat this cavalry unit, but what will happen? These archers now going to go into fire mode here and just shoot my elephants, and then these elephants will start to run amok anytime soon. But that's going to buy us extra time. So in comes these Carrhae, in comes the Parthians, and now they can do a nice little charge here. So they're charging in, they're going to pang straight into these units here. They've gone into their alt attack hopefully, or maybe not. They haven't gone into alt attack, but they should be on their mace attack, which cause a lot of devastation. Again, at this stage, I'm trying to run my infantry units in here. I'm trying to run my units in. But look, it's really close here. All these Carrhae are being tied down. I need to try and charge in these units and try and help my ally here. Because if I don't at this stage, he will get beaten. Because in a prolonged melee fight, all of these infantry units should be able to beat these Carrhae. So I've charged in my general, I've charged in my horse archer. I'm now going to pull my unit back out and go for another charge. My archers, I'm running them in as quickly as I possibly can. I want to get them into range and maybe use some fire arrow attack to try and lower the morale for all of these units. I'm pulling back this horse archer unit, and then I'm going to charge straight in again here. As you can see, I've managed to encircle all of these units, and now I'm going to go in for another cav charge here, straight into the back of these units, and we're going to see a nice little rout here hopefully. Here we go, and that's pretty much causing mass rout for all these Brutii units. Now the allies here are using their fire arrow, but their fire arrows are shooting both their allies and also the enemy. And look, we managed to clear out all of those Brutii units. Now that we've done that, what we need to do is get the momentum going and charging all of our cav up this hill here. The allies here, the allies of the Romans, should really get their cav and try and attack our units here before we can get up this hill and try and take out some of these shitty little infantry units that we hold. But we're doing okay at this stage. What I'm going to do, I'm going to run my units forward. My archers are going to run up this hill. We've got some Cretan archers, it looks like. These elephants, they're running amok. We'll just leave them the way they are. And I have got some infantry units, but these infantry units are walking. They ideally should be running, but again, they're pretty rubbish. All I need to do is get them up this hill. As long as we can take this hill, then we can win this. Now, what I have done, I charged in my general here. It really was a bit of a suicidal charge, but what I wanted to try and do is pin down as many of these units as possible to buy time for my units to get up this hill. And we're slightly up the hill. We're not at the very top yet, but what we can do, we can use our archers now to try and shoot as many of these cav units as possible. And now in comes the Scipii cav, in comes the Brutii cav, and they're going to try and attack our units here. I'm trying to hold our ground with all of these archers, and I'm trying to hold our ground with this horse archer here. So we've got all of these archers, slingers, archers, more archers, horse archers. Everyone's just trying to pelt and pepper all of these Scipii units as much as we can, trying to buy time for my infantry to run up this hill. So my infantry is running up and running up and running up, going as quick as we can. Some of these Brutii units are now starting the rout just due to the overwhelming units, overwhelming missile power that we've got going on at this stage. Now my infantry is now going to join in the fight. We'll run my infantry, my pikes up here. My horse archers, again, I know they're not going to win in a one-to-one fight against all of these auxiliary archers, but what I'm trying to do is just pin down these archers by this time so all my infantry can run up this hill. And finally the infantry running up the hill, infantry are coming up to support my ally here. And now we're just going to pepper everything right into these units here, charge everything we've got. The only thing they've got left now is all of these archers. The general really should be in the thick of it, maybe trying to chase down some of our archers. But now they've got my pikes on top of the hill, it's now going to be GG to us. There's very little that the Romans can do. The Romans need to hold this hill and prevent us from charging up. We've managed to take that hill, we've managed to attack this decisively. These Romans now switch to alt attack. They're going to be using their alt attack, which is the dagger. Although their dagger is pretty good compared to most archer alt attacks, it's going to be no match for all of my pikes and all of these archers and all of these cataphracts. And now I'm going to charge my horse archers here, just to try and mop up the last remaining units. The only thing that's left is a couple of Brutii archer units and this general unit. So that's pretty much it, folks. It's pretty much a clean slate victory here. It is a pretty hard battle to fight as the Romans, because the Romans are going to try and hold this ground. But if admitted defeat, it's GG to us. And unfortunately, what has happened, as you can see, they've admitted defeat, but the person who did host the battlefield did actually kill the game. But you can see it's a decisive win to us. They've only got a couple of Brutii units left. The Scipii player threw in the towel, which is well played to him. But unfortunately, that Brutii player just killed the game at the very end. So nice win to us. Let's have a look at the enemy. It was a player called Coxinus, who's the guy who killed the game. The guy called Nboob01. I was playing alongside a guy called Gittimark, and of course myself, Heaven Biscuits, as the Armenian. So guys, let me know what you thought of the replay. If you want to see more of the historic videos, leave a little comment. If you don't want to see any more of these, leave a little message, and I'll catch you guys soon. Of course, I'm going to be off for this week, so please don't hold your breath on my replay, on my reply to your comments. I do, of course, try to reply to every single one of your comments, but of course, I'm going to be off all week, so I'll catch you guys soon for next week for more Rome Total War goodness. In the meantime, enjoy yourself, and I'll catch you guys soon. Bye now.